Oh, morning. Right, so it's almost 6:30 in the morning and I'm up because I'm off to the Met Film School in Eden Broadway to have a day of filming, which is awesome in my opinion. I'm really looking forward to this actually. It's I've not been to the Met Film School for a while actually. I did a film there called Demons, or TV show called Demons, which was, I still class as some of my best work. If you're interested, I will leave a link below so you can have a quick little look at it. And yeah, they're really good. I'll give you a bit more information about what they do and who they are a little bit later on in the video. But right now, I need a coffee. Like it is, I'm used to early mornings, but this is just silly. So grab yourself a coffee and sit back, enjoy the video.
So hey, at the station now. Now I've got to go from where I am to Seven Sisters, Oxford Street, and then to Eden Broadway. But so, like I said before, I'm going to the Met Film School today to shoot a few scenes for them. And I'll explain a little bit more what I'm doing for them in a little while. But just a little bit of information about what the Met Film School is and why it's a really good school to work for as an actor. So Met Film School was actually founded in 2003 and it's established itself as being one of the best film academies within the UK. And while trying to read up some information for this particular video, sort of turns out they've actually opened another one in Berlin, which is, you know, pretty good, I suppose. I can call themselves an international film school now, I guess. And what they generally do is all their courses are for behind the camera sort of activities, from directing to writing to set design to cinematography to DOPs, all this type of stuff. So that does mean that from time to time that they have to make a short film for their final projects, and that's where people like me come in, actors. We get hired, we do the scenes, and we end up with a really sort of half decent sort of final product of a movie that we can add to our show reel and we can add to our CV. Because having these type of credits onto your CV actually does you good. It's a great experience as well to work with what we probably class as the future of filmmakers. You don't know where these guys will end up. And quick story actually, the last project I did with them was one called Demons, which is what I've linked below. The course director of the group that he was looking after actually brought me in for a casting for something else for television a few months later, which I ended up doing as well. So through him I got another job, which is one of the establishments of doing this type of work as well. That's my train, so I'm going to end this part of the vlog right here and we'll pick it up in a little while, and I'll explain a little bit what I'm planning to do today with them, because I'm not actually shooting a movie with them today. I'm doing something else to help out the behind the scenes of the courses. So stick around.
First time around, you better not mess up. Wanna be born again, I want a second chance, 'cause this time around win or lose, it should be worth the fight. Heaven or hell, oh you better not mess up.
Right, so I'm here now. I'm in Eden Broadway. It's quite a nice part of London really. It's like one of those little towns that sort of got engulfed by the tube network in the Greater London area. Like it literally is like a small little village, but still part of a city. Anyway, Met Film School's just over that way. What I'm actually doing here today, I'm not actually here to shoot a film. I've not been cast in a movie. What it looks like that we are doing is that I have been hired to act in a scene to help the sort of like the people who are studying camera work and set design and how to sort of organise a set and sort of build a scene. So we're not actually shooting an entire movie today, it's just one day's work. I've been brought in to sort of act as the talent, according to my call sheet, to just to sort of have some bodies in the way. Now, one of the reasons why the Met Film School is actually a really good school to sort of work for as an actor is that they're one of the best paying. Usually when you do a student film, obviously you know the money's not going to be brilliant. Now, I know we don't always do it for the money, but in the day it is still a profession that you want to do. And of course, like, budgets are small and everyone has a, you know, their own sort of way, and it's one of the things that they try to teach as well is budgeting for your film as well. And you know, you usually get between anything from £50 to £100 for a job for a student film. Met Film School, on the other hand, are generally really good for their payment scheme. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm going to get into today, so I'm going to double check to see if they're alright for me saying it on camera, because I've also need to check to see if they're okay with me vlogging. So, because I've not really asked, I'm sort of going to turn up and sort of say, hi, I'm doing this for my YouTube channel, is it okay? Maybe give them a bit of exposure. But they are one, like when I did Demons, and it still is, one, not only the best character work that I've ever done, it's still one of the best student productions I've ever done. And yeah, it's usually one of the films that I send off to people to portray a half decent. That's probably around about 9 years ago now. I look nothing like it, but it is a really good film. So if you do get a chance to watch it, link in the description as I said. But I've got about 20 minutes before I need to turn up, because I am early, which is a good thing, because I need to, when I get there, I need to find Studio 5, and I don't know where that is. So I don't want to spend too much time walking around. But there were some golden arches just over there, so I might go and treat myself to a breakfast before I arrive. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do at any point, give it a thumbs up, helps the channel, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so that way you can stay up to date with everything that we do here at Benham Media. But let's get some brekkie, and then we'll head into the school. Arrived. A little bit confused in the main coming in, because the main entrance building which I walked up to is not the actual entrance to the studios itself. I had to go around the side. But we're here, stage film 5. I'm with the talented actress Jo. What's your second name?
Shirley.
Jo Shirley. So say hello in a little while. And we're just going through our lines a little bit. This is our sort of like area where they've sort of stalled us for the moment. Just behind this wall here is sort of like a big empty box, which is stage 5, which is the sound stage. For those of you who are not in the know, it's just basically a big empty black space where they build the sets, and they're currently building the living room. The scene that we've been given is from the TV show Sherlock, which has got Martin Freeman in. So it's the little scene that they've sort of taken from that. So they're currently building the, what's it, 221B Baker Street, isn't it? It's the site or the headquarters of Sherlock Holmes. So they're building that in there. So it's going to look like we're on location, but in fact we're in a big black box room. So we're just going through our lines at the moment, and yeah, it's going to get wait for a call to come through. So I've asked to see if I could record. They've sort of said okay. So I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to be able to do in there, but I'm just going to get permission from a lot of people. That's going to happen a lot, I reckon. Enjoy your day. Don't forget to hit the like button just down there. Helps the channel out a lot. rehearsal at the moment, so we've just gone through the lines and setting up the master shot. We've got the guy with the boom back here, he's going to get his workout. Camera's just on camera. Right. Quite sure what you can see on the flip side. This light here is my TV because I'm watching television. And the blocking at the moment with Jo just behind us on her laptop. Camera and camera crew just there. There they all are. Look. Doing a fantastic job. I'm slightly blown out because the light is this way. Just turn that down a bit, shade. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it? It is. So, and wonderful Oscar, who's telling us what to do and how sensational we are.
There you go.
So what they're trying to do with the setup of this particular shot, a mid-shot, just of Jo. So I thought I might explain a little bit of what I mean by the master shot compared to this mid-shot. So the master shot is sort of like a shot where it's got everybody, it's got myself, it's got Jo in it, it's establishing the scene, so the audience get an idea of the dynamic of sort of the structure of the scene. The mid-shot of Jo, it's not a sort of, it's close up, but not an extreme close up. So what we'll probably call is what this shot is right now. So if any closer, which is a little bit like this, that's classed as sort of like a sort of an extreme close up, and then anything a little bit closer. So it's sort of a mid shot. So it's mid chest, so a little bit of gap above the head, and it's to sort of bring your audience into that particular character and what they're saying, so you pay attention to their dialogue rather than the person that they're speaking to. And they'll do the same with me, which is usually generally classed as a reverse shot or the other mid shot for the other character. So that way the audience is actually paying attention to the particular character that is talking, so that way you don't get confused. It's a little bit different from stage, because obviously from stage you're jetting all over the place. But with the camera movements and the camera shots, it's sort of just generally telling you this is the person you want to listen to. The lines, which I would probably say off camera, aren't as important as what Jo's lines are. So yeah, so there's a little bit of technical knowledge there for you if you are in fact interested in filmmaking. But yeah, you've seen in sort of like a little bit of the B-roll where her sort of shot is going to be.
Yeah, full house or...
Yeah. First session over and done with. They're having a bit of a feedback on the students and the lecturer who's been overseeing the actual shoot itself. It's gone really well, actually. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. They're a cracking bunch of people. So what turns out is we've got another group coming after lunch, so which is now what's going to happen. So I'm currently in the props area where they keep all the lighting rigs and the yada 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 bits and bobs. So I'm going to go advise them for a coffee and have a bit of like a chill out. And yeah, back here at 2 o'clock for the second session with a whole new crew, whole new director, whole new everybody, and yeah, second wave going through. But it's currently 1:15, so we've been doing this for 4 hours and shot 3 pages of dialogue. 4 different camera setups though. So we had the master shot, which has got everybody in. Sort of the whole scene, so you sort of establish the scene. Then you've got sort of like close-ups of both Jo's character, then my character. But because Jo moves throughout the scene, obviously there was a cutaway, so when she sat down at the desk, or when she comes up, there's like an over-the-shoulder shot, so I'm slightly in frame but out of focus, mainly on her. Then they threw in one final shot, which was a bit like a dolly, so at the end my character sort of has a bit like a revelation, so they've sort of zoomed out a little bit, but not a zoom. They were using a dolly, which is a... Let's see if I can show you a little bit later on. but it's so basically like it's a trolley. They stick the camera on and the camera person goes on it, and you just sort of pull it back a little bit like that as well. So that was a lot of fun. But guys, I'm gonna go have some lunch, and I will talk to you a little bit later on.
And I want to keep in mind.
It was lunch, it was very nice. Canteen was a little bit busy, so I didn't do much vlogging there. We're now ready for the sort of second setup. So we're going to do the same scene. The nice thing about this is that me and Joe are actually swapping parts. So for the Sherlock scene, Joe's playing the part of Sherlock and I'm going to be playing the part of Watson, so it's a little bit different. Plus also just had a quick look at the set, and they've sort of rejiggled the set, so it's a new band of filmmakers but doing the same scene. Just sort of speaking to one of them just now, and they've all been given the same scene as well to put their own sort of like spin on it as well. So that's pretty cool. So probably a little bit more sort of sitting around until they finally set everything up. But yeah, it's I'm loving today. It is so good to get back in the saddle. It is really nice to sort of talk to these type of people with this type of mindset and filmmakers, and you know, and I've been having a wonderful conversation with Jo. She's absolutely lovely. I want to see if I can get her social links, and I might link them all down below, and you know, maybe come and say hello to her. It'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Hey, show the love, spread the love. But yeah, we're just going to have a bit more of a radio microphone as well, which is quite nice with this one. There's no booms knocking around. But yeah, it's a really lovely day, and it's nice to share this type of experience with you, because I know this is once again a different type of vlog than what you're used to on this channel. You know, I'm usually out and about and taking photographs, but like I said in previous videos, you know, this is another side of my life. This is something I wanted to do more this year as well. And in fact, it's only the end of January and we are already sort of first job booked, quite a fair few castings in the bag, and who knows, maybe 2022 might be my year. Right, so keep your fingers crossed for me, and yeah, subscribe to the channel, that way you can stay up to date with everything that happens here at Benham Media. And yeah, also don't know if you know this, see this merch t-shirt, yeah, link in the description if you're interested. Let's crack on.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Not too bad.
That's it all fixed. Took a lot longer than I thought. Sorry for the wait.
No.
But if you want to come in now, I'm going to start blocking you.
You hear that? I'm going to start blocking. Right, so that is it, done and dusted for today's filming. That second group were really lovely, just as nice as the first group, really accommodating. I got a little bit hot and bothered in my new wardrobe. I had a really big fleece on, so my mouth kept going dry, so I messed up a little bit. But they were okay with it. We retaked and we got there in the end, but it was really nice to be back here. Hopefully I've left a good impression, so the feedback should go back to the casting directors and they'll bring me back in, because Jo was telling me that apparently they do this quite a fair bit and she works with the METfilm school quite a lot, so it is very nice to have the option to be able to come back if at all, you know, if they liked me. Hopefully they did. But guys, that is it for my day. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you want to know any more about this side of my career, please hit me up in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, hit the bell button. That way you can stay up to date with all of these sort of videos that we post. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.